More and more single, career-minded women are signing up for fertility treatment as they opt to parent alone. In fact, the country's largest private fertility clinic, Fertility Associates, says the number of women without partners seeking the treatment has almost doubled in 2 years. With me now is fertility specialist Dr Mary Birdsall. Mary, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So the increase, because all the numbers have been reasonably static in terms of groups of your patients, with the exception of single women who've decided that they want to parent alone.
That's right. So we're seeing a real rise in our donor sperm program of single women seeking donors, and we just can't meet the demand.
Why is that? We'll talk about the demand in a moment, but why you can't meet it. But why do you think there is such an increase in those women? There's been some suggestion that's because these are women with careers and they may be focused on their careers rather than sort of compromising themselves by finding a partner or something like that, and all of a sudden they think, shoot, we're running out of time.
I don't think that for a second, Paul. I think these are smart, intelligent women who are independently making a choice, realising their biological clocks are ticking and going, hey, I want to have a baby and there isn't a bloke in my life. Why don't I go and see those nice people at Fertility Associates?
Yeah, some people would say, I can imagine people watching and listening to this now thinking, well, smart, intelligent women would know that it would be perhaps better to have a partner if you were going to have a child. It would be better to bring a child up with...
Oh, look, I think so, but I think there's a real shortage of men in the 30 to 40 age group in New Zealand.
Which is true. Okay, perhaps that's one of the reasons why you've got a shortage of sperm as well. And here's another reason, because I know that's a big concern for you. Literally, women are having to wait because there isn't enough sperm.
And sometimes up to 18 months for us to find a sperm donor for them. And if they come and see us at 38, it means they're often 40 by the time they're having treatment. Yeah.
You don't find an individual donor for an individual woman, do you? You don't match a donor to a woman.
There is a degree of matching, but with our donors, they're allowed to have 5 families.
Right.
So there is a bit of a spread.
And one of the problems is, of course, you don't pay. You pay expenses, $30 a time?
Yeah, no expenses. And we also have a real shortage of different ethnicities. So it would be fabulous to get some more Maori or Polynesian donors, but they're groups that we just don't see coming forwards.
Okay, so different ethnicities. Who makes a great donor?
A great donor is a guy who's 20 to 45. We don't want really old blokes. Someone who...
You've lost me, Mary. I'm out of this conversation.
Someone who has great sperm.
Well, what's wrong with my sperm? I'm 54.
Look, well, the problem with 54-year-old sperm is you just have a slightly increased risk of bad stuff with the babies.
Oh, fair enough. No, what are you laughing about, Hillary? All right, so for people listening now who are in the optimum bloody age group, how do they contact you?
Just go onto our website, Fertility Associates, and we'd like smart, intelligent guys who have good health and just wish to do something good in this world.
And you'll just have a little bit of a chat with them on the phone just to qualify them, presumably?
That's right. And then they need to come and see our counsellors, have some blood tests, go and see one of our doctors and put some sperm in our bank.
Brilliant. And it's easy to do, not embarrassing or anything? Well, people are doing it all the time. All right, Mary, thank you very much for joining us. All the best. I'd be interested to know how that goes.